Landing a job abroad is incredibly exciting, opening up new opportunities and adventures for you and your loved ones. But one of the biggest questions people face is, can your spouse actually join you in your new country? For many couples, the idea of being separated for months or even years is simply not an option, and it can be a deal breaker for moving abroad. Thankfully, most countries understand the importance of keeping families together and have created pathways for spouses and children of skilled workers to reunite. However, bringing your spouse isn't always a simple process. It usually involves a fair amount of paperwork, meeting specific requirements, and sometimes a lot of waiting and patience. Whether your spouse can join you depends on several factors: the country you're moving to, the type of visa you hold, and your ability to prove your relationship and financial stability. Some countries are more welcoming than others, and your spouse's rights, such as the ability to work, study, or access healthcare, can vary widely depending on local laws. It's definitely not a one-size-fits-all situation, so doing thorough research and understanding the rules is absolutely crucial before making any decisions. In this guide, we'll break down dependent visas, explain the general rules, and give you real-world examples from Europe, North America, and Asia to help you understand your options. We'll also walk you through the documents you'll need, the steps you might have to take, and some common challenges families face during the process. Our goal is to give you a clear, practical overview so you can plan your family's move with confidence and peace of mind. Let's dive in and explore exactly how your spouse can join you on your work visa journey abroad. A dependent visa lets immediate family members, usually your spouse and children, accompany you to a foreign country while you work or study. This visa is directly tied to your main visa. If your work visa ends, so does the dependent visa. Think of it as a +1 for your international move. As the sponsor, you're financially responsible for your spouse, and you'll need to prove you can support them without public assistance. Importantly, a dependent visa isn't the same as a work visa. In some countries, your spouse can work automatically. In others, they'll need a separate permit, or may not be allowed to work at all. Always check the specific rules before making plans. The right to work is one of the most critical details to confirm. Understanding these basics will help you avoid surprises down the road. Most countries allow spouses to join work visa holders, but there are key conditions. First, you must prove a genuine, legally recognized marriage, usually with an official marriage certificate. Unmarried partners face stricter rules. Some countries accept long-term partnerships, but many do not. Financial sponsorship is another universal requirement. You'll need to show you can support your spouse, often with proof of income and savings. Each country sets its own minimum income threshold. The biggest variable is your spouse's right to work. Some countries grant open work permits, others require a separate employer-sponsored permit, and some prohibit work entirely. These differences can impact your family's finances and your spouse's career. Researching these conditions early is essential. Meeting the requirements is non-negotiable for a successful application. Understanding the fine print will help you plan your move wisely. Europe's major economies offer clear but distinct spousal visa rules, each with its own set of benefits and challenges. In Germany, if you have a work visa or EU blue card, your spouse can join you and work without restrictions, provided you have enough income and living space. This makes Germany an attractive option for many international couples. The UK allows spouses of skilled worker visa holders to join as dependents, but you must meet a minimum income requirement and pay significant fees. Despite the costs, the UK remains a popular destination due to its robust job market. UK dependent spouses can generally work freely, offering great flexibility for career opportunities. France's family reunification process lets spouses of long-stay work visa holders join and work immediately, as long as you meet income and housing standards. The allure of French culture and lifestyle adds to its appeal. Across these countries, the main requirements are proof of marriage and financial stability. These documents are crucial for a smooth application process. All three generally grant spouses the right to work, though costs and paperwork differ. It's important to be well prepared to navigate these differences. This makes Europe attractive for couples who want to build careers together abroad, offering a blend of professional and personal growth. Understanding each country's process helps you choose the best fit for your family. Research and planning are key to making the right decision. With the right preparation, both partners can thrive in a new European home, enjoying a fulfilling life together. North America offers two very different systems for spousal visas. In the US, H-1B visa holders' spouses can apply for H-4 visas, but work rights are limited and often require a separate employment authorization document, sometimes with long waits. L-1 visa holders' spouses, L-2, can apply for work authorization more easily. The US system is complex and work rights aren't guaranteed, so plan carefully. Canada, by contrast, is much more open. Spouses of work permit holders can usually get an open work permit, allowing them to work for almost any employer right away. The process is straightforward and can often be done alongside your own application. Canada's approach is designed to help both partners integrate and contribute to the economy. For professional couples, Canada is especially attractive for its flexibility and speed. Always check the latest requirements, as rules can change. Knowing the differences helps you make the best choice for your family's future. In the Middle East and Asia, spousal visa rules are often stricter and more traditional than in many Western countries, reflecting deep-rooted cultural values and social expectations. In the UAE, foreign workers can sponsor their spouse if they meet a minimum salary requirement, which is set to ensure financial stability for the family. This threshold can be a significant barrier for some, especially those in lower-paying jobs. Wives face tougher rules to sponsor husbands, often needing to meet even higher salary requirements or provide additional documentation, making the process more challenging for women. Spouses don't automatically have the right to work. They need a separate work permit, usually sponsored by an employer. This means that even after arriving, finding a job can be a lengthy and uncertain process. In Qatar, similar rules apply. Male workers can sponsor their families if they meet income and housing requirements, which are strictly enforced to ensure adequate living conditions. But spouses need special permission and a separate work permit to work, and the approval process can take several weeks or even months, depending on the employer and government workload. For wives sponsoring husbands, the process is even more difficult, with additional scrutiny and sometimes unclear requirements that can cause delays and frustration. In Japan, work visa holders can bring their spouse on a dependent visa by proving marriage and financial stability, but the process involves gathering official documents and sometimes interviews to verify the relationship. However, spouses can't work automatically. They must apply for special permission, usually allowing part-time work up to 28 hours per week. This restriction can make it difficult for families to rely on dual incomes. These extra steps and restrictions can impact your family's plans, affecting everything from budgeting to career opportunities and even your sense of independence. It's crucial to understand the local rules before moving, as being unprepared can lead to unexpected challenges and delays in settling down. Each country's system reflects its own culture and priorities, balancing economic needs, social norms, and national policies in unique ways. Careful planning, research, and patience will help you avoid surprises and make the most of your new life abroad, ensuring a smoother transition for you and your loved ones. No matter where you're headed, having the right documents is crucial for a successful dependent visa application. The most important is your official marriage certificate, original or certified, and matching your passports exactly. You'll also need valid passports for both of you, your work visa or permit, and your employment contract as proof of income. Most countries require recent bank statements to show financial stability, and sometimes proof of accommodation like a rental agreement. Each country has its own dependent visa application form. Fill it out carefully and honestly. Inconsistencies can cause delays or rejections. Passport-sized photos of your spouse, meeting specific requirements are also needed. Create a checklist to stay organized and avoid missing anything. Double-check all details before submitting. Proper preparation can save you time, money, and stress. International applications often require extra steps to validate your documents. If your marriage certificate or other papers aren't in the destination country's official language, you'll need a certified translation. Never do this yourself. Certified translators are recognized by embassies and must stamp and sign their work. This adds cost and time, so plan ahead. Many countries also require an apostille, a special certification proving your document's authenticity used between Hague Convention countries. If your destination isn't part of the Hague Convention, you'll need full legalization, which involves multiple government offices and the embassy. Each step can take time and money, so check requirements early. Embassy websites list approved translators and legalization steps. Skipping these formalities can lead to rejection. Always confirm what's needed for your specific destination. Immigration rules change often, so always check official sources for the latest information. Embassy and consulate websites are the most reliable resources for visa requirements, forms, and fees. Don't rely on outdated advice from forums or friends. If you have questions, contact the embassy directly. Many have dedicated visa inquiry lines or emails. Be clear and concise in your questions and provide details about your visa type. Getting answers in writing can help if issues arise later. It's your responsibility to follow the correct procedures. Mistakes or outdated information can cause delays or rejections. Consulting official sources gives you confidence and increases your chances of success. With the right information, you can start your new life abroad together, fully prepared.